Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Okay, so that question was there, the meaning of nunj, correct? Okay, there are many meanings, 6 meanings at least. Here we are concerned with abhava or exclusion, okay, in the Bhashya. But if you are looking at the meanings, okay, then it will become, okay, let us take with that, okay. Abhava first, let's take abhava. Bhutale gataha nasti. The same thing is used for pratisheda vakyas. You are saying no to a karma. Don't do this. So, abhava artha. Okay. Then, other meanings will come. Exclusion will come in. Okay. If the focus is kept only on the action, Brahmana na antavyam, okay, na antavyam, but everything else you can do. So there it is paryudasa or exclusion. Okay. So these are the 2 meanings.
Exclusion means only killing we should
not do. You can give him a washing up. You can break his bones, but don't kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is not what the meaning that is taken. We are taking the meaning of abhavartha for the bhashya. Then tat sadrishyam, that's also used in Sanskrit. Anikshuhu, not sugarcane. Then what? Something that looks similar to sugarcane. Tat sadrishyam, similar to that. Meaning maybe a bamboo or something, or a reed. Okay, tat sadrishyam. Then tad anyatva. It is not gataha, agataha, not gataha, but it can be pataha or something else. Yeah. What is there in your pocket? Agataha. Not a gata, not a pot. Yeah, but you have something, pen. So anything other than that. Okay?
And if I don't have anything, then it will be paryudas.
No, then it will become abhava. Yeah. Nothing, no? Yeah.
Okay.
Then tad alpata. We use this in our language.
I know.
Not in a, there's no salt.
Huh.
Allah, no salt. What do you mean no salt? Come hai. When you say in cooking, there's salt in it. You are not saying that there is no salt. You are saying there is less of salt. So tad alpatvam. Okay. Then aprashasta. Not to be done now. It's a good thing, but not now. Timing is wrong. Okay.
That means don't kill the Brahman.
No. Killing now chodo. That's something else now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're praising a Brahmana. Not now. बाद में करो. अभी दूसरा काम. Like that. Then virodhartha. Opposite meaning. Dharma, adharma. Opposite. Jnanam, ajnanam. Opposite. Yeah. So, those are some of the meanings, about 6-7 meanings of nunj. For us, mainly 2 things we consider. Whether it should be abhava or exclusion. Because that's where the vidhi vakya comes in. So, in the vidhi vakya, it is abhava. Because all the karma is negated.
So I think this example was there in Tarka Sangraha, no? That protect that milk or something from the cow.
From everyone else.
So it means other things also. Sat sadrisha. Others also you should protect it from.
Not crow, but cockroaches.
Anything else. Dog. So these are the various meanings. But 2 main meanings we are considering for the bhasha purposes. Any other questions or clarifications?
Paryudas is still
Exception. Exclusion. Like you're excluding some things, but you're bringing and keeping other things. Okay. Then. That part we have seen. Then, remember, the Mimamsaka is not going to give up easily. So he is bringing in some other arguments here. Okay? What are the arguments? Yad yuktam. Yad
56.
yuktam. This 156. Okay. Kartavya vidhi anupravesha matreena vastu matram uchyamanam anarthakyam syat saptadvipa vasumati ityadivat tat parihritam rajuriyam nayam sarpaha iti vastu matra katane api prayojanasya drishtatvat. Now he is answering another argument. He says kartrut vyatirekena kartrut vidhi anupravesha matra, without having the vidhi, okay, vastu matram uchyamana anarthakam, just talking about some reality, useless. Saptadvipa vasundara, it's a statement like that. The earth is made up of 7 islands, landmass, 7 islands, continents, whatever you want to take it as. Kim praptam? ठीक है, रहने देना. Nothing is gained. Okay, nothing is gained for you, but for someone else it may be a gain. Okay, that we are not bringing in here. Okay, if you are a sailor, it may have some use for you. Yeah. But for this thing is useless. So he is giving a counter example. Ityado vadati tat parihritam. You are making another statement to negate it. What? Rajju yam nayam sarpaha. Hey, this is a rope, not a snake. Iti vastu matra katane api prayojanam drishtatva. We are seeing a prayojana. You are scared seeing that snake there. You said, hey, it is not a snake, it's only a rope. Relief, fear, etc. gone. So, vastu matra katanam prayojanam asti. Even though it is vastu matra katanam, there is prayojanam for it. You can't say there is no use. Now, he brings in a very interesting argument, the Purvapaksha. Nanu Shrutam Brahmanopi Yatha Purvam Samsaritva Darshana Nad Rajju Swarupa Ke Kathanam Kathanavad Arthavatvam Ityuktam. मैं बहुत सुना है वेदांता. But like before, I still enjoy samsaritvam.
Yeah.
Sukha dukha is there. Okay, Sukha dukha itself is there. Okay, Sutam Brahmanopi. Yatha, just like before, samsaritvam darshanat. So therefore, it is different from Rajju Sarupa Katanam. What? In Rajju Sarpa, hey, it is rope. बोलने से समझ गया. You have been teaching us years. You are Brahman, you are Brahman, you are Brahman. I still have the samsaritva. अभी क्या करेगा? Okay. Now, he refutes this. This is not possible. Okay. Then we will see why it happens. Okay. Atra uchyate. Making it very clear. Na avagata brahmatma bhavasya. Na kevalam shrutam brahma, avagatam brahma. Otherwise you will have to say like that old song. Brahm ke naam maine suna tha, brahma mehu na tha pata. सुना है ना ये गाना?
आपसे सुना.
अरे एक फिल्म मेकर था राज कपूर बोल के बोल. Anyway, it is not merely Shrutam Brahma. You can say Shrutam Brahmopi na Avagatam Brahma. I have not understood. Here you are talking about Avagatam Brahma, one who is understood. In short, or technically we will say one who has had Brahma Sakshatkara. Meaning, directly I recognize I am Brahman. Yeah, directly I recognize it. That means what? The Akhandakara, Vritti, etc. has happened. All that. Okay? The listening has fulfilled itself in understanding. Avagatam Brahma. Okay? For this, tasya bhavasya, atma bhavasya, yata purvam samsaritvam shakyam darshayatam, na shakyam darshayatam. Not possible to see samsara as before. Okay? Veda pramana janita brahmatma bhava virodha. This is Veda pramana janita brahmatma bhava virodha. I have brahmatma bhava. Where did you get that brahmatma bhava? Pramana janitam. Veda pramana janitam. So, if it is Veda pramana janitam, then ajnanam, that I don't know Brahman, is gone. If ajnanam is gone, adhyasa is gone. If adhyasa is gone, I can't after that say, I have samsaritva. And onlooker may think I have it. भूख लग रहा है, खाया देगा, बोलता पानी पीने के हैं. What is that? It's already explained it before. Pashvadibhishya Abhishesha. That is spontaneous activity for Deha Yatra. Deha Yatra activities will happen, but there will be no samsaritva. We are not saying there is no Deha.
Yeah.
We are saying Deha is me, is gone. Remember the three types of Tadatmya we talked about?
Brantijam.
That way. Sahajam.
Sahajam.
Natural.
Karmajam.
What is Sahajam? The consciousness associating with the mind. Meaning being manifest in the mind. Sahajam. Wherever the mind is gone, the consciousness is manifest there. Other is Karmajam. That mind is associated with this body. Karmajam. Brantijam is this body is me. That is gone. Sahajam, Karmajam, not a problem. Karmajam also it negates in this para itself. We will see that. Okay. So he says, Avagata Brahmasya Bhavasya Na Samsaritva. They may have people who listen. That's a different thing. But have they understood is the question. That is why the Pramana protects itself by saying, who should be the teacher, who should be the student. Is the teacher appropriate? Shrotriyam Brahmanishta. That Shrotriyam is more than mere saying that you are listening to the Shastra. No. You are a Sampradaya with Acharya. That has to be understood. Yeah. Shrotriyam will only say, oh, scholars are Shrotriyas. No. You are a Sampradaya with Acharya. Where is it said in all that thing? It is not said directly, it is indicated. Katopanishad, Yama saying, Madanya Prukta Gataratra Nasti. Unless someone like me teaches, there is no chance for you. Sampradaya Acharya. Okay, yeah. Not someone who cooks up his own tradition. No. You stick to the tradition. It's very clear cut. The whole thing is given. Yeah. So, and who the student also is equally clear.
Yeah.
Because that statement, Pavana Punyana Shravanam Kuryat, is meant for someone who is working on Adhikaritva. If my mind is not ready, 10 times I listen also there won't be effect. So why am I doing the same thing when it is not working? That's why people try something else. I'll try balancing my chakras, for example. That you can do if you want to. You are living now, that means they are okay. Okay, if you are living means it's okay. Now, therefore, if it is not working, check up Adhikaritvam, because Shastra has made it very clear. Why it is not getting clear for you? Check what is missing. Maybe Viveka Vairagya thoda gadbad hai, objectivity is dicey. Maybe Mokshatam is dicey, my commitment is not enough. Maybe Samadama, problems are inside. old issues are there, not clear, not handled. Thinking 30 years हो गया अभी क्या है? But it is blocking you, it is blocking you. Yeah. Uparati, that inner quietude has not come. It's all, modern problem, overthinking. Anything you have to analyze. When are you going to act? I mean, I've seen people who are heading organizations also into this. Once I remember we are having a meeting for whom should we call as chief guest for Puja Song. We decided P.C. Alexander, the governor of Maharashtra, we'll call him. Okay, good. The idiot spent 2 hours discussing how the letter should be framed. And these are all people who are heading set and set. Finally, I said, 8 o'clock, enough of discussion. I'll send you a draft tomorrow, see whether it's okay. And called an end to the meeting. Then, this was an element point. Coming back by train, Uday and Aharsha is sitting next to each other at train. I said, Uday, likh abhi. So we both drafted that letter in the train. I said, tomorrow send it as an email to this is nice. 10 minute में कर सकता है. You're overthinking this term, then that will mean that will. Why are you overthinking? Why you're overthinking? Uparati. Uparati is not there. Yeah. Why is Uparati not there? Why is overthinking happening? Anxious, anxiety. You're afraid this will be misinterpreted, that will be meaning you're afraid of the outcome.
I want them to say this is the best letter.
Exactly. Prasada Buddhi missing, Kushalatam missing, one of the two things. Yeah. I mean, a simple thing like this, overthinking, you can understand. Yeah. Titiksha not there. You're too distracted. I want the AC at 24, not 23. 1 degree, you think your skin can make out the difference of 1 degree. Titiksha. Even if it can make out, chalo. Yeah. Shraddha still doubting. Samadhana, forbearance, acceptance of people, no missing. If you are not accepting people, then you'll become a control freak. Be careful. If you're over controlling things around you, that means samadhana is less. थोड़ा कल्टिवेट उदासीन थोड़ा दूर है, समाधान पहला करो फिर उदासीन भाव देखेगा. So see what is missing. So Shrutam Brahma, Natu Avagatam Brahma, because of all these reasons. Including, of course, checking whether your teacher is a sampradaya with. Maybe a bit difficult, but we can say. So normally you say, does he stand in a parampara? I will go one step further to say, does he have people who will carry forward the parampara? Then you are sure. Then you are sure, no? Yeah. Then you are sure. So, various things, okay? Then he says, therefore, avagata brahma bharasya yatha purvam samsaratam na shakyam drishyate. Okay. Na comes from na avagata. Okay, udhar se na aata hai. Okay. Nahi shariradi atma abhimani dukkha bhayadi matvam drishtam iti तस्वेद वेद प्रमाण जनित ब्रह्मात्म अवगमे तद अभिमान निवर्तो तदेव मिथ्या ज्ञान निमित्तम दुःख मायादिमत्वं भवति इति शक्यं कल्पयितुम्. Okay, it's a long sentence. Not very long, but okay. नहीं शरीरादि आत्मा अभिमानः. One who has got शरीरादि आत्मा अभिमान. Body is me. Everyone takes it like that. Okay, Vimanasya. Okay. Dukkha bhayadi matvam drishtam. Therefore, dukkham, bhayam, etc. is seen. Bhayam is seen. I don't want anything to happen to me. Dukkha is seen. I am not comfortable. So, dukkham, bhayam, ityadi drishtam. Tasveva, for the same person. Okay. Veda pramana janita. Okay. Veda pramana janita. Okay. Janita. Brahmatma bhava avagame. Once he has got Brahmatma bhava now. I am no more body, etc. I am nothing but Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Iti avagame. Tab abhimana nivritto. The previous abhimana, deha abhimana nivritto. Why? Tadeva mithya jnana nimittam. Because that was based on mithya jnanam, erroneous knowledge. It was a conclusion, erroneous. Okay, dukkha bhayadimatvam. Dukkha bhayadimatvam. Bhavati iti. Bhavitam iti shakyam kalpiyatam. So, to one who has negated this sharira by Brahmatma bhava, how can you even imagine that he will have the same problems as before? That means what? If he has, you will say, not yet avagamam. Yeah. Now, when you say dukkha bhayadi, there are some things that will happen for the survival of the body. That is excluded from it, okay? Like bhaya can be an instinctive fear for survival of the body, no? They take this and throw it at you. Natural response. Why? Survival is involved. That is instinctive survival, pashvadi bishcha visheshat. Okay? That is not overcome by the knowledge, because that you need to survive. The body needs that to survive. It's a good thing to have. Now, that can be overcome. But that's where martial art training, etc. has come, and something comes to you, you don't flinch, you see how to tackle it, etc. That's a different thing altogether. That's a different thing. So this guy, he's a Brahmatma bhavam, all right, but he doesn't have this type of training, then he will have that instinctive. Even the person who's trained will have that instinctive. That's why he's handling it. That's why the reflexes are so fast. Okay? So instinctive things are pashvadi bishya visheshat. That's a different thing. Okay? But people looking at it may think he's the same samsari as before. Because how do you see the difference between someone who has Brahmajnanam and someone who doesn't have? Arjuna's question in the Gita, remember? And what does Krishna say? Apuryamanam achara pratishtam. How do you measure that thing? How do you measure it? Yeah. So you can't measure these things, okay? These are landmarks for ourselves. Each one of us can check. Without being overconfident about what we are, without being too self-critical about what we are also. Both are important. Yeah. Both are important. Yeah.
So, Swamiji, here Purva Paksha is that without Vidhi, mere statements are useless,
will not be
because
useful.
Shravanam is useless, and this is the answer.
Answer for that, exactly. Because he's saying, then he countered by saying, hey, Rajyayam, Natu Sarpa. No, but we don't see the same thing happening with Brahmatma Brahma. Yes, listen. Shrutam Brahma, Natu Avagatam Brahma. So that this is now answering that argument. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then for this he is giving some example. Nahi dhaninaha grahastasya dhana abhimaninaha dhana apahar nimittam dukkham drishtamiti. Here is a person who is wealthy. He has a abhimana. I am a rich man. Natural. We are not talking about any arrogance, etc. Simple abhimana, I am a rich man. Recognition. I am a rich man, etc. Then, supposing his wealth is looted away by someone, market crash. We have lost only 3,000-4,000 points in this present crash. Okay, Sensex has tanked only 3,000 points or something. We are talking about 20,000 points crash. Dukkham hoega kya nahi? Naturally, dukkham is natural. Why? Dhanabhimani, na? I am dhani. Part of his identity, at least if not full, is based on the wealth he has. Okay, so dhanabhimani is there. Okay, tasyeva, for the same thing. Pravrijyatasya, dhana abhimana rahitasya, tadeva dhana parihara nimittam dukkham ma bhavati. Let us say the same person, after some time, thoda maturity aa gaya, etc. Started studying Vedanta, etc. Then he became sannyasi, wealth, etc. gone, given away. Babaji ban gaya. Okay? Living on Bhiksha now. Senses, tanks, dukha rahega. What dukha will be there? Achha hi nahi hai. What do I have to lose? I don't have anything to lose. Sense goes up, sukha rahega. Arey, it has touched. Is going to touch 1 lakh. साधु है तो क्या फर्क पड़ा? Are you seeing the thing? Why? Abhimanam is gone. Then sukha dukkha from that abhimanam cannot be there. That's only idea. He's not saying anything else here. Okay? The idea is if you are a dhana abhimani, then sukha dukkha with respect to the fate of dhanam is there. If you are not a dhani abhimani, then sukha dukkha with respect to that is not there. That's all he is trying to highlight. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Okay. And this is dukkha. Now he is talking about joy also. Nacha kundalina. Kundalito abhimana nimittam sukham drishtamiti. Beautiful earrings she has got. There is a song like that became viral. It went all the way to US. Ammeda Jimmy Kamal, Jimmy Kamal. And they sent it to that comedian Jimmy Kamal. It's a kundalika. What do you call that? Hanging one with this.
Jimiki.
Huh?
Jhumka.
Jhumka.
So the one song, no?
So now this little girl is nice. She's happy with it. Why? Abhimani. Okay, Abhimani. Okay, so she's happy with it. Then what? Okay, Sukham Drishtamiti. Tasyeva Kundala Viyuktasya. बहुत हो गया यार. Is dragging my ear down. I gave it away. दे दिया. दान कर दिया. Oh, she went to Tirupati. Out of great vairagya, she took it and put it into the pot. अभी क्या है? Okay. अभी क्या है? Then he says, कुंडले अभिमान रहितस्य. Okay. तदेव कुंडलित्व अभिमानम निमित्तम सुखम भवति. Then will there be any sukha because of identification of the kundala? That's gone. दे दिया. No, no mama. Okay. This is for Balaji and no mama. Idhar no mama. You said it. अभी क्या है सुखम दुखम of that? Not there. See, this is, we are talking about real giving up, okay? Not the other way around. What is the other way around? वो भी होता है. There are two friends, village. Both of them educated, young, good looking. One was poor, one was well off. School में friendship हो गया, lasted later on in life also. So now the poor man is getting married. Okay. So he said, I can't afford to buy a nice jari wala angavastram, etc. So can you lend me one of yours? The rich boy said, oh, no problems, I have so many, I'll give you one. So now people are coming. Both the youngsters are sitting together. After all, he's like the best man, no? He's sitting together. So, relatives come, friends come. Who's the groom now? Don't know. They both look similar. They both. Who's the groom? Now, the groom cannot say, I am the groom. Thoda sankoch hota hai na. Thoda modesty has to be there. How can you say, I am the groom? He keeps quiet. So, his friend says, this is the groom, but the angavastram is mine.
वो भी बोल देता है. Okay.
Then, so now the groom is embarrassed a bit, but that set goes away. Before another group can come and say, for today let it be mine, na? Just for today. Another group, who's the groom? This is the groom, and for today the angavastram is his only. So that group goes away. Please don't say anything about the angavastram. That group. This is the groom, and don't ask me anything about the angavastram. Yeah. This is different. Abhimana is still there, okay? The Abhimana is still there. We are talking about Abhimana Rahitasya. No more Abhimana about it. Okay? Yeah. There is no more Abhimana. Yeah. There is no Abhimana about it at all. Otherwise, gadbad ho jayega. So, for the one who doesn't have the Abhimana, whether it is that, in today's we won't use Kundalini, this, etc. It is with respect to position, power, etc. There you have. Money, of course, there will be there. Position, power.
Mobile phone.
Mobile phone. Yeah. Possessions. Yeah. Car. Abhimana meaning this is there. You have Abhimana in the car and the car got a scratch. It is like a scratch on you. Therefore, Deha Abhimanasya. Yeah. So what? It is relative to this whole thing. Yeah.
There's a seat for you.
Thank you.
So,
Ma'am had not come last two classes, you know.
Then he says, okay, Taduktam Shrutiya Sharira Vavasantam Na Priya Priye Sprushata. Therefore, saying Sharira Vavasantam. Therefore, one who has given one of the Deha Abhimana, Priya Priye Na Sprushata. The whole problem of this comes up because Drishta Sukham, Drishta Dukkham is there. Even the wise person still associated with the body, you know. Okay. So somebody stands on his leg with this, with the character is wearing some hiking boots and stands on. Ouch! बोलेगा क्या नहीं है? Because nerve death doesn't happen because you gain knowledge. And you're still functioning through the body. That is why one cannot lose sight of the Adhyasa Bhasha statement. Vashvadivishya Avishesha. There are certain natural things that will happen. That is not opposed to jnanam. Okay? Instinctive, natural things. They are necessary for. You think the wise person doesn't get hungry? You will say, he is free from hunger and thirst. Correct. You think Atma has got hunger and thirst? I don't have hunger and thirst. But does it mean that through the body you will not experience hunger and thirst?
It will be there.
Now, because you are now supposed to be a wise person, do you have to change your language? This body is hungry.
Make a joke of yourself.
that I call that spiritual snobbery. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah. I call that spiritual snobbery. Yeah. That is spiritual snobbery coming in. That is nothing to do with your language. Yeah. Okay. Then he says, now again, counter argument. Sharire patite ashariratvam sa na jivata iti chet. What if I say, when the body drops, then there is ashariratvam. As long as the body is there, sa shariratvam only. He says, no. Okay. Na sharirattvasya mithya jnana nimittasya. Your sashariratvam is purely based on mithya jnana. Correct. We are not saying you don't have a body. What are we saying? You are not the body. The body is dependent on you, you are not dependent on the body. You are independent of the body and the body is dependent on you. This is the reality. Of course, as I said before, one problem of understanding this is we are too dependent on the body. Psychologically, we are dependent on the body too much. Too comfort oriented. You know, in some of the wild parks in USA, there are books kept for commenting. You should see some of the comments. It's very good. But can you do something about the mosquitoes? What do you expect to do with the mosquitoes? You're going to a wildlife park. Some of the places are a bit steep. Can you put an escalator there? Don't go to a wildlife park. Watch it on TV. The idea is, because we are so committed to that, so comfort oriented, modern life makes you more and more comfort oriented. I thought people like to go shopping. And now shopping is also what? Online. Why you don't want to get out of your house? Then why are you shopping for clothes? If you're not going to get out of the house. Really? Where do you need that? Yeah. Don't want to go to the bank. Everything is online. What is it? It starts with a convenience. Which is true, it's convenient. It ends up as a dependency. Comfort orientation becomes high, we can't do without it. How much you will crib because you are not getting your coverage and therefore you can't use your phone for making a payment, this, that, etc. Crib and crib and crib. It's a convenience. No, it has become a dependency. Comfort orientation is high. Because of that, to think I am independent of the body doesn't become easy. Subconsciously, you are undercutting yourself. I am not saying don't enjoy modern comforts. It's part of progress is that. But understand what it's doing to your mind and then work on freedom from that part of it. The dependency issues work on. Because if you don't do that, That asherirutam etc. forget it, nahi ho jayega. I am dependent on the body, body is dependent on me, will not happen. I am dependent on the body. What? Forget dependent on the body, dependent on the car. This lady once told me, I'm sorry I didn't come for the class last week. I said, yeah, I didn't see you in the class. What happened? Oh, I didn't have a car. She stays exactly 1 kilometer from where the class was. And there are cabs all over the place. And such a person, I'm supposed to take all the way to moksha? Forget it. Forget it. No hope. I mean, I can understand if the person has a physical problem and all and feeling that. That's a different thing. Perfectly healthy person. No issues. Not aged. Not yet a senior citizen. So all these. If food is different from what you're used to, how much you crib on that? And the same person who's cribbing because the food is different today will go to a restaurant, pay a bomb for fusion food. Are you seeing the paradox of life because of which we get so dependent on the fact that I am the body? That's why the question of titiksha, the value of titiksha comes in as a qualification of the student because of this. Put up with the pinpricks, what comes happens, get it, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, so what are you talking about? ठीक है थोड़ा सॉल्ट ज़्यादा है सॉल्ट कम है sounds right here. As I said ना AC है ना बस हो गया. No 23 नहीं 24. Overdoing it, getting a dependency. You know what the next level of dependency that's going to come? Your AI programs. You're so dependent on even writing a letter and things like that, you're depending on AI now. Vedanta article will be sent you. I can smell it a mile away. Like one of my students, there's a program called Cloud or something. No? I said this in yesterday's class. Cloud or something, there's a program. Paid program it is actually, I think. Oh, I love this program. You know, it helps me so much that I said, you're talking about the program as though it's a human being. It's artificial intelligence and you're having artificial emotions towards artificial intelligence. Are you getting the idea what I'm trying to say? That dependency, I'm not saying, you said no issues. Use it judiciously, not with a dependency. The question of dependency, there is what you have to handle. Okay. Nahi atmanah sharira abhimana rakshanam mithya jnanam muktva anyatyaha shariratam shakyam kalpitum. You can never say, I am the body, unless you have this ignorance about what you really are and you have concluded, mithya jnanam, that the body is you. Without this, you can never, there is no pramana to say you are the body. Samjhe mein experience is not pramana. Experience has shown you the other experience also. What a workout I had yesterday, my whole body is aching. My body or I body, which is it? Your own language reveals confusion with respect to Now, for that he is countering. He says, Nityam Ashariritvam, he says. Ashariritvam is Nityam. That means I, consciousness, not being the body, is Nityam. It is a natural state of affairs. Okay. Akarma nimittatvat ityukama. It is not dependent on any karma. It is a natural state of affairs. Tat krita dharma dharma nimittam shariritvam iti chet na. No, but my shariritvam is because of dharma done in previous lifetimes. Correct? You being given a body is because of karma. But shariritvam is not natural. Why? Look at it. He says, na. Sharira sambandhasya asiddhatvad. To do karma, previously, I have to take the body as me. And you are saying I am taking the body as me because of karma. This is called anyonya ashraya, mutual dependence. Each unproved argument is being used to prove the other one. First prove shariratvam. Karma can come only after shariratvam is there, not before. That's what he is saying here. Okay? Dharma dharmayoho atma kritatva siddhehe sharira sambandha dharma dharmayoho kritatvasya chet itaretara ashraya prasanga. If you have sambandha with the body, then you can do karma. And you are saying you are having the body because of past karma, etc. Are you getting the illogicity in this argument? Yeah. Shariratvam cannot be because of karma. Because karma you can do only if shariratvam is there. They are mutually dependent. Are you getting this argument clearly?
No.
Yeah. See, if I take I am the body, I can do karma.
Yeah.
And next life I can get another body. Correct? How did I do karma without associating myself with the body? So you are saying this karma is because of this association, is because of my previous karma.
No.
So in that lifetime, how did the association come? Then you will have to say previous karma. Then you will have anadi, you will have to say. That also is angle. This is anta parampara eva esha anaditva kalpana. Anaditva kalpana is anta parampara. Why? Because there is no pramana. Hold on, Sanchit, I will come to you. There is no pramana to say you are the body other than your experience. And your experience goes both ways. Therefore, how did you come to the understanding that you are the body? Only because of I don't know what I am and what I am associated with, I am taking as myself. There is no other reason. There is no other reason. Remember that example I used to give in the earlier classes? Actor on the stage,
Yeah.
dressed as a beggar. Beggar is a hero. And the bouncer in that restaurant pushes him away. He falls down. Normally he's supposed to get up and break into a song. I mean, Hindi movie production, what do you expect? Bollywood production. But today the push was a bit harder than expected. Banged his head, temporary amnesia. Gets up. Today the song is not going to come out. Because he's forgotten the script, forgotten who he is, forgotten what he is. He looks himself, I'm dressed as a beggar, therefore I must be a beggar. Natural conclusion. Not happy conclusion, but natural. Same way, Shashariritvam. I don't know myself, I find myself in the body, I make a self-judgment, I am the body. In spite of the experience, you objectify the body. The body is an object of your awareness.
Body is also a jnana sadhana.
That is okay. It can be any sadhana for anything. But fact is, it is not you.
Yeah.
That's the highlight here. Fact is, it is not you. Yes, Anchit, you have a question. You have been waiting for a long time.
Swamiji, just wanted to understand the first part of the Veda talks about karma and karma phala a lot.
Yeah.
So is that only to explain Vyavahara to some extent?
Yeah. They are taking into account, they are accepting your Mithya Jnanam and functioning along with that.
Okay.
Yeah. They are not dismissing Mithya Jnanam. They are only meant for Vyavahara. To make it more easier for you. Yeah.
Got it.
Sorry, just a question.
Yeah.
So the past karmas are valid if we're still in our now the body given
Past
by
kar-
God, or
Past karmas are valid
valid
for the one who thinks he has done it. Who's the one who's thinking has done it?
we don't
The one
we
who
are
takes the
not
body
alive
and
if
the ahankara. The
we are not
conceptual
alive.
self who has taken the body and mind as yourself.
Okay.
So for that guy it is valid.
Ah.
What are you really is the question. The concept of the self is not the self. A concept is never the truth. It may be based on the truth, but it is not the
Not
truth.
the-
So that's exactly what happens here. It is not you. It's a pure notion. That is why it's important to see yourself as independent from all the roles you play. We take the roles as ourselves.
The
We
whole
say
thing.
we are creating an identity based on the roles. No, what do you mean identity? Something we are doing with. Oh, I don't want to be known as someone's mother or wife or something like that. I want to create my own identity. So what do? Start a business, be an entrepreneur, pick up a job. So another role. You're not creating any great identity. You want to downplay some role and play up some other role. That's all. Yeah. And if at some time that role fails, what happens? Become an entrepreneur. I'm going to be.
Change.
For every successful entrepreneurship, there's 100 failures. You fail.
Get
Then
back to job.
now new identity.
Get back to job.
New identity. I'm a failure. All mithya jnana nimittam. Erroneous knowledge. All erroneous knowledge. No?
But sir, Lord Krishna says in Gita, if we are on this path and don't get it, next birth,
You'll get it. Because, okay. Who's on this path actually?
I am on this path.
Who's the I there?
It is, I am acting with the
Karta
body.
Bhokta.
The Karta Bhokta. Correct? Sanchit said that. Yam adhyasam puraskritya sarve pramana prameya vyavahara. Remember that? Adhyasa bhasha. There can't be a better introduction to Vedanta than that.
Many times.
Yeah, you doing anything is based on the Adhyasa Prashna, on the Ahankara. No? The Ahankara that feels a sense of finitude. The Ahankara that becomes an achiever. The Ahankara that becomes a seeker. The only thing is, if the seeking is appropriate and you come to the learning, the Ahankara itself is dismissed as something false. And what you really are is revealed.
But when it is revealed, it will be Anubhav Siddham or no?
It is more than Anubhava Siddham. We call it as a Sakshatkara. What is a Sakshatkara? You know, I have a pen, blue, etc. Now, this is what? You are remembering something. What is it now?
Sakshat.
Direct, yeah, this is called Sakshat. Direct, immediate knowledge. So, similarly, are you direct or indirect?
Direct.
Because I know I am. There is nothing more direct than you. Now, about this direct I, there is some ignorance.
Yeah.
What I am. That ignorance is direct or indirect?
Ignorance is also direct.
Exactly. So the knowledge that happens is about the direct being that is there. So the knowledge will be direct or indirect.
Direct.
So that direct knowledge will negate what all the wrong conclusions about yourself. So this happens in Shravana. Now there can be some blocks because of which it may not always happen. That's why we said Shrutam Brahma but Natu Avagatam Brahma. I've heard but I am not yet clear about it. So that can always happen. Therefore take care of what is causing that.
Okay.
So either you will know, you may not know, or you may know it vaguely. Correct? In a traditional class, complete misunderstanding is difficult. But there are enough Brahaspatis who will do that also. Okay? Enough champions who will do that also. So, yeah, but that's difficult. But these three are common. Know, don't know, or vague understanding. So then you have to need to work on that clarity. But Shariratvam is, there is no pramana to say you are the body. Other than you experiencing it, which is contradicted by your other experience, that my body. So it's an erroneous conclusion. The Shastra doesn't say it. No, but the Veda first portion says it. First portion does not bother to address that issue. First portion addresses your priorities in life and deals with that. The question of addressing whether that is right or wrong comes from the Upanishads section. That's the place for it.
Yeah.
So when you're studying that, there it is addressed. First portion of the Veda is meant to fulfill your priorities of life. That's it. So that you can be mature enough, been there, done that, and then come to the understanding. Been there, done that is not age dependent. It can be anything. Yeah. So that is where the whole thing comes up. So now he is in this case dismissing the Shariratva. At one level, the argument that this body is because of previous karma is true. Nobody is denying that. But the Sharira Sambandha is because of karma is what is being negated. Because that is Brantijam. It is not Karmajam. What is Karmajam? This mind association with this body. But I am not the mind anyway. I am the consciousness. So, what is negated then? The Bhrantijan, the one that is born of Bhranti, error. That body is me. Why, if someone says, why is the Jiva associated with the body? Karma is the answer. That is correct. But why did the Shariratvam come up in the first place? Because of ignorance. You can't leave that ignorance out and then say there is Shariratvam. The whole argument is based on that. That Sashariratvam is because of ignorance. Ashariratvam is natural. As far as I am concerned, the Atma is concerned, I am constrained to use Atma is concerned. Okay? As far as I am concerned, Sharira is not me. Sharira is a manifestation. Like so many manifestations are there, this is another manifestation. My mind is intimately connected with the Sharira. That's it. True. And wherever the mind is, I will be manifest. Isn't it? Wherever the mind is, consciousness will be manifest in that mind. So that mind will become sentient, alive. And if that mind is associated with the body is alive. Mind gets bored, wants to quit, leaves.
But Swamiji, Karmajam is negated cognitively, no? I mean, you realize that the body continues.
Karmajam is there as far as the mind and body is concerned. We are talking about the Atma's relationship.
That
is not there. It's never there at any time.
Exactly.
So the karma argument is not meant to establish the Atma's relationship with the body. It is only meant to establish your mind and relationship, your ahankara's relationship with the body.
Only for the karta.
Hmm?
Karta.
Karta bhokta, exactly. Here's the relationship. And karta bhokta is not a product of karma. Karta bhokta is a product of ajnana. Therefore, anadimatvam there is acceptable. Because avidya is anadi.
But it has an end.
Yeah. But anadi is not acceptable at the level of karma. Previously, you first establish how the association came up with.
So basically, when Bhrantijam is gone, when I know when Bhrantijam is negated, basically then the first two are any which way is knocked out because
Not
they
a
were
problem,
not
exactly.
a problem,
Yeah.
or they were not there at all in the first place. It was
exactly.
just
So, badita anurtya, the body continues.
the body continued.
That's an explanation why the body continues. Then functioning will become Pashvadi Vishya Vishesha.
But Sahajam will continue.
Sahajam and Karmajam will also continue until the body drops.
Until the body.
Body drops, Karmajam will
Never
also
got a problem
continue. Yeah.
before also.
So only Bhranti is the
Only
problem.
Bhranti is, which is a big one. Which is a big problem.
Clear up to now? Oops, almost 12:10. Good place to stop. Okay. We'll continue this next time. Oh, that's